Yes, hello and welcome to TMR Talks. I have a different TMR Talks for you today. I'm going to share my analysis. I have been keeping a track of one stock. You already know the name, it's there in the title, Jet Airways. This particular stock I've been keeping a track for quite some time now. So I'll just share my analysis with you. Right now, this stock is in the news for a lot of wrong reasons. This stock, if you are keeping a track, you will get to know that there are a lot of negative news that have been coming across. So I just wanted to share my particular analysis with you, how I have been keeping a track of this stock. So let's start that. I'll share the screen just a second. So this is something which is there in the stock. I'll take back to you. So this is November 2016, this particular stock. And from like, just to give you an idea what has been happening from before November 2016, the stock was continuously plummeting. Like it touched a high of 800 and all that levels into Jan 2016. That is the time when the stock had tremendous rally owing to crude oil prices and all these things. We'll talk a little later, but the stock was continuously falling after that. Okay, and if you notice, this is like the last fall, and you notice I just wanted to give you some key pointers over here. So look at over here. If you see this move, up move, and look at the volumes. So can you see a bump in the volumes over here? Okay, again there was a fall. The fall was not that significant, but you again see the volumes were diminishing at the fall. Again the rising price, volume rising, and look at the final rise. Look at the volumes. You can clearly distinctify what has been happening. Okay, this fall lower volumes, but one curious case, 6th of Feb 2017. Do you see a very big jump in the volume? Okay, that is a very important date. Okay, I'll tell you why this date is very important. The prices are falling. The market opened with a gap down. Like you can clearly see, this was the closing price around about 378, and then it opened with a gap down. Okay, and the reason for it opening as a gap down, I'll just share with you. Okay, there was like a report by someone like a foreign brokerage firm which gave a target price of 300. So 21%, this is the target price of 300. We believe that the so and so reasons are there. This was flashed among all the news channels, this particular brokerage report which was coming across. They have been giving a lot of reasons. You can clearly see that 300 is our target price. They feel this is the maintaining a sell rating on Jet Airways. So they have been maintaining a sell rating on Jet Airways, and this was the talk of the town that point of time. One thing I wanted you all to notice is at that day, look at the volumes. Can you see the volumes at the particular day? That means, and the candle is green. So opened at a low, and after that there was a pickup in volumes. So someone must have definitely bought. Volumes is also something which is very clearly indicative. Okay, the stock price that day closed on 376. Okay, then it touched a low of what? I think the low of 351. Okay, that was the low it touched, and that was it. It never touched 300. But if someone is giving you a sell recommendation, so that means people who should be selling it, right? So, but you see here, when the prices are going up, you see volume. That means some big player is definitely buying this stock, right? So how will we know about this, that a big player is buying the stock? So I have one more analysis I wanted to share with you all. So this is shareholding pattern of Jet Airways. Okay, this is June 2016. Okay, so we were talking about September, December series, like this particular phase, this particular whole phase. This is November. So from November, September to November, and this is March. So this is March. So I'll give you 3 quarter scenario what has been happening. So this is June. Just observe at mutual fund. Okay, mutual fund 3%, Birla Sun Life, and 2.41%. Total 6.97. 25 mutual funds are holding. Out of that, 1% or more is Birla Sun Life and Reliance Capital. Okay, so that is something which is there. Again, if you see LIC insurance also is having like in insurance, LIC is having 2.07% stake, 2%, almost 2%. Etihad Airways is also one of the funding companies that is there, and this Paris equity PE firm maybe 2.28%. Just look at this September. Now let me give you another review. September, this is something which is there. June I've showed you. September, it's similar. Okay, even 2.27. Okay, but this Paris equity has dropped down. I think 2.28. It has dropped down. It is similar in September as well. So none of the mutual funds are selling at this point of time. Though there is a report on sell report on one of the broking houses, foreign broking houses, that is. Okay, look at December, what has happened. Okay, 3.24, 2.78. Okay, from 3.09, 2.09, it has jumped to 3.24 and 2.78. Okay, look at this, 6.97. It is slightly lower, but Reliance and Birla Sun Life have actually added on to their portfolios. Okay, life insurance is like corporation is still 2.07 as on December. So they have certainly added. Let's see what has happened in March. 3.45, 3.45, 7%. Look at over here, mutual fund 8%, 8%, and they are giving sell recommendation over there. I just wanted to repeat that. Again, see life insurance 2.14%. So they have added life insurance corporation as well. They have added their position, and we have got a sell recommendation over there. Okay, so this is something which has happened. Okay, after that, from these levels, this 375, the stock went to what, like, I mean, to give you a scenario, the stock went to the highs of 646. Okay, 646, almost 300 points rally in this particular stock. Okay, and from these levels. So we've got a sell recommendation, and that is something which I wanted to talk about. Like, usually how individuals look for. So my whole purpose was you need to have your own analysis structure. Like I use technical analysis. I use these parameters as well, fundamental parameters. I look for these opportunities and I trade in this. Okay. So coming back to the current scenario. So mind you, I was just going through a lot of Google searches, a lot of news during that point of time. Nobody recommended a buy over here. Though the mutual funds were buying, though FPIs were buying, LICs were buying, I did not got a single buy recommendation during this point of time. The only buy recommendation I got was at this point of time, December, Jan 2016. So someone is telling you buy the Jet Airways for longer targets. Fine. So now you will be wondering why would someone give a sell recommendation? I mean, that is altogether a different story. I would like to discuss you with someday other. But as of now, if you are keeping a track of this particular stock, okay, then what happened? Okay, it touched 632, it came down. Okay, you see the volumes dropping over here. Again, it went to 460, and from these levels, again, if you want to notice, I'll show you the shareholding pattern. Okay, this level to this level, there was people were keep on like adding on to their stocks. They were not reducing. From these levels, it went to 875. Okay. So 370, 875. That is a price that it jumped. Okay. And do you want to see how many people exit? See over here, 3.45, June 2017, 3.45. There was a partial exit on Reliance over here. It was 3.45. They exited at 2.85. Okay. And look at September. They re-entered at September 2017. September 2017. Do you want to see what is the price? See over here. When the price has fallen down, okay, they entered at September 2017. Reliance has whatever stakes they sold, they entered at this point of time. See, you can clearly see this June, they booked their profits, and here they re-entered 3.5. Look at December. 9.65 mutual funds are holding at December 2017. Okay, that was something which was the peak. December, next quarter there was a big fall. So you will be wondering, these guys are smart enough, right? Obviously they are smart enough. Now you see mutual funds. Do you see any Aditya Birla or Reliance in the March 2018 shareholding pattern? You don't see them, right? So they are not in the 1% range. So they have actually booked a decent enough profit at these levels. 377, 875. Look at the profits that they made at this point of time. Okay. And we got a sell recommendation, by the way. So that is something which I wanted to give you an argument for. This is current quarter, June quarter. So do you see again over here, Aditya Birla, 3.68. Look at December. They were holding 3.35. Now they are again buying this particular stock, 3.68. Okay, the mutual fund holdings have gone down significantly after that. Look, there was a peak at 9.65. In March, it was 9.16, and it is 5.9 now. Okay, maybe some other, but Life Insurance Corporation is still holding 2.14%. That is something which has to be seen. Okay, there was a firm which was earlier invested. It got exited at that price. I forgot the name. Let me show you the name. Paris Equity Fund, foreign portfolio investors. They got exited like by March 2017. They are not seen at least in the 1%. So this is shareholding pattern I've taken from the BSE website. So it shows if there is particular fund which is above 1% or not, is show it over here. So which is not there. And now coming back to, so after that, the price has continuously been falling. Okay, I have been keeping a track of this particular stock. So there was a steep fall over here. All the reasons, the salaries are not being paid, all these things are happening. See over here, this fall. Can you see something peculiar? Look at the volumes. Okay, these volumes, they are even higher than the volumes that were over here. These are the volumes that have been seen over here. See, these are the volumes. See over here the volumes. So someone exited over here, and look at the volumes. So is this buying volume or selling volume? Is that what we have to confirm? Let me go on a lesser time frame and show you what exactly is this. So this, see over here, when the market is going up, then the volume is created. See over here volumes, but the market is going up. So this is definitely, I've been keeping a track for a long time. This is definitely in the buying side. See over here when this is there. And one more thing. Now this is the scenario. I'm not saying buy or something like that. I'm just telling someone is accumulating. I already showed you Aditya Birla Mutual Fund has already entered as of now, as on today. Okay. Now I wanted to show you one more case study. So ever since this has been happening, this is like in the Jet Airways news section. On 29th August, the first thing that came was one of the leading media talked about there is an IT department probe on Jet Airways. Okay, so being exchanged, they asked for clarification on this. So we clearly got the clarification on this as well. That has been disclosed over here. This is the IT department probes. So if you read over here, they have asked for clarification. That was a news in one of the media, and it was focused on that news. Whole day they were showing that this news, IT department probes. Look over here. This is something that is a clarification which is given by Jet Airways. You can go on the website, BSE website, just type in Jet Airways. You'll get all these notifications in the news segment. Okay, they have given a clarification. Okay, right after that, there was one more thing that happened in Jet Airways. This is the price. So if you go over here in this news segment, you'll get all those segments. This is our segments which are there. Okay. After that, there was one more such news that came in. Let me show you. So there was a revision in their credit rating. Okay, fine. See, I think ICRA did their revision in the credit rating for the debt that they issued. That is not related to equity. The debt that from BB plus to BB, that is the rating they revised. So lowered their rating. Okay, but there was one more thing that I was looking for. So there was one more news. So Jet to sell stake of Jet privileges. That was a news up to 500 million. Okay, again, one of the news channel tried to talk about this in their news channel. So obviously, exchange had to reply. So there is also a reply to this given by Jet Airways. So this is a reply. Jet Airways looks to sell stake and decrease the price. Please note that the press release 27 copy of thereof, company has stated that the board of directors 27 August various cutting costs, debt reduction, funding, assets, including company assets and loyalty program. We are committed to make appropriate disclosures in according to applicable regulation. So they are saying that we have made appropriate disclosures time and again. Okay, but there is this focus on creating a negative news right now on Jet Airways. So I'm not saying that buy this stock right now or look at this stock. What I'm just trying to say, if you are looking at Jet Airways, I mean, there would be one more negative news right now. So exchange sought clarification on Jet Airways with respect to news article on Business Standard. Income Tax Department conduct survey operation on Jet Airways. This is the news that is today that we've got, and today Jet Airways was again 5% down. Okay, so we are getting negative news. but someone is clearly buying the stocks. So what do you have to say about this? Okay, there is a lot of news that crude oil prices are going to affect Jet Airways big time. Yes, I'm not denying the fact. Let me show you the presentation. This is the presentation of quarter 4. Yes, crude oil prices. This is the aircraft prices as on 16. This is financial year 17. Let me show you what happened. So there is a increase in the price. This is current finance first quarter, 16 to 2411. It has been increasing. If you see over here, look at the crude oil prices, they are steadily increasing. That will impact the company for sure. I mean, they will have their profits reduced or their losses increased. I'm not saying that that would not happen, but this is something which is very curious about this. Like, why so many bad news as of now, and why so many people are buying this particular stock? Okay, so that is what I wanted to talk about. I hope you liked it, and we look forward for these short videos from our end. Thank you.